Okay. I'm for sure doing a red backdrop the next time I do a Zoom situation. How cool does that look?
It looks cool. And I love the flowers and the earrings, all like super on point.
You got it going on over there.
This is the best room ever. Let me tell you, ladies.
Aww.
Hi, Jessica and Annie. Jessica, congratulations on your engagement.
Thank you. I'm so excited.
I still need to like fully congratulate you because I didn't know that until literally a couple hours before we started today.
It happened over the weekend, and then we were getting ready to do the press, and I'm like, I didn't want it to come out if it wasn't from Brad and I. So we kind of were like, you just got to do it before you do a big press junket. So it was kind of funny. It came out this morning, and then I went into this. So I haven't fully like embraced all of and then I left right away. So, but thank you. Thank you. It's very exciting. It's a moment that as a girl, you dream about and think about your whole life. So yeah, I got all the feels. And then I have this show that I put so much time and energy in with Anne and the whole cast. And we're so excited for everyone to come on this journey with us. So it's like all really good feelings right now.
Oh, and so Annie, congratulations on coming to the Orville. I think fans are really going to love Charly. They already really love Tala, of course. So for both of you, what did you like best about working with each other?
Oh my gosh. You know what? What's funny? Our characters didn't have a ton of stuff to do this season. Like I think our storylines, like obviously they kind of coincide a little bit, but our storylines were taking place with different characters. But just in general, Jess is an incredible person on and off screen. I think she kind of was a little bit of the big sister role just off the bat, being the new character in the past season. I think she kind of knew what I was getting myself into and like just made me feel really at home. But yeah, I mean, I love working with you. I feel like, yeah, I wish our characters had a little bit, maybe more the whole season.
Yeah.
But
that's also because we grew a friendship while her bringing Charly to life, which was like, we were all dying to find out who was going to play Charly because it's such a big arc. It's such an important arc. It's a very intense and heavy and fun. I'm not using those words to try to give anything away, but it's a big arc, and we were dying to find out who's going to play this Charly role, and then we found out it was her, and I'm a fan of her acting and everything she does, and then she brings this professionalism and brought this character to life in a way that I'm like, no one else could have done it like this, and it's just so much fun this season. And yeah, our characters don't do as much as I would like this season together, but who knows, there's room for more,
anything
down the line.
Space.
But we had fun offset in between scenes, and a lot of scenes, as you watch the show, there are a lot of us in it at all times. So even if it wasn't directly storylines, like, hand in hand,
we were on set all the time together.
A lot. So we had a lot of fun. It's a great show to be a part of as an actor and to tell the stories for the audience. Just all around, it's very fun. In between things, offset, being an alien. I have no complaints about anything with this show.
And as you were saying, a lot happens this season. So without spoiling too much, were you excited for the fans to see this season?
I'm excited for Charly to make her appearance and people go on the journey with all of us, but I'll let her explain how she comes on. But it's her whole storyline is so epic and awesome. So I'm very excited about that for everyone.
Yeah, I binge watched the first 2 seasons. So I was curious to see like how my arc would kind of come together, and seeing episode to episode and episode. I really just love my kind of journey in this season. I have a lot of interaction with Isaac, and kind of coming fresh off the boat with the Kalon battle, and having such a hard heart towards that entire species was really fun to play with, and is kind of my main struggle or thing that I go through in this season. She's also just a really smart navigator, and getting to kind of be at the front of the ship and working with Scott every day was also incredible. And she also has this really cool mathematical smarts to her that no one else has on the ship, and she's needed in certain ways that may that really only she can do, which I felt very like that was exciting to play. I literally did so many YouTube, like I watched so much documentary on trying to visualize things four-dimensionally and like all the physics terms and all this stuff. And I think I like cleared the tip of the iceberg of that whole thing. But she is a very tough, smart cookie on the show.
Yes, I agree. Both women are such intelligent. They're both so good at their jobs. They're role models really to people watching. So who are some of your role models in the industry and in your regular life for both of you?
I mean, yeah, someone just asked this, and I really will say Eva Longoria, working with her I will always say that she was the boss woman that I want to be in the industry. She's obviously been around for a long time. And when I worked with her, she was pregnant, she was directing, she was traveling, she was there every day. She was nice to everybody on set. She would like take little 5-minute naps, but she was just such a boss and nice and just respectable. And I really look up to her. Also, you know, my mom, the women in my life that like raised me to this day, but working wise, her and just, I mean, multiple people, everyone on the show, every single girl character is so strong, not only in their characters that are written for them, but also off screen in different ways. And yeah, it's nice to be surrounded by that kind of energy.
It is. It's very nice. And Seth did a great job with the women on this show being strong and independent and going after what they want, and kind of all the actors, you know, Adrian and Penny and bringing their own flavor to it. But we're all very strong characters, and it's fun to play and fun to play off of. And it's very cool to have that in a show for people to look up to us, or the characters rather. And I would say my mom was a young mom. She was someone who was always very supportive and pushed me to go after what I want and to not take no for an answer. And coming from a small town and having that mentality and to just be positive and always be nice was something she always like kind of ingrained in us, was really beautiful. And, you know, she gets part of that from her mother, my grandma. So a lot of my family, my sisters, my cousin. And then I've been fortunate, like Anne has, to work with really powerful, strong women, you know, whether it's Stephanie Savage on Gossip Girl or Alana Kleiman on our show here, Dana Walden, who, you know, runs the studio. We've been really surrounded with really beautiful Penny too on our show, who's been a mom and been in the industry for so long, worked with more people than I can count on my hands and toes. And she brings such an energy and a vibe. Just, we've been surrounded by great women. So I take a little bit.
The mama bear vibe of the set. Yeah. I feel like Penny does.
Yeah.
Just thought of that. Yeah.
Yeah. And what have the two of you been watching lately that you've been really into?
Oh my gosh, that's so, actually, no, there's been so many great shows that are coming out right now. Finally get coming out. But there's so many like scheme shows that I'm so into. Like it was Inventing Anna, and then it was like the one about Uber, and then the We Crashed. Like all of the like scheme.
I didn't know one. I want to watch that.
It was so good. I was like so into it. We Crash was really good.
I watched Tinder Swindler,
Yes.
Tinder Swindler recently. And that was very interesting, that what she just said, becoming at that. I just watched the Ozark.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, thank you ladies so much for the art that you bring into the world. I really appreciate it. Have a lovely day. Thank you for this.
So sweet.
Thank you.
Have a beautiful day.